Let's run it. We're back.
Welcome back to the Good For Her podcast. Pretty sure y'all know by now, but I'm Jordan.
I'm Mary, and welcome to Sunday, friends. We made it another week.
Very.
Oh my gosh, I was just saying that. I feel like I'm hanging on for dear life. Like, I'm cold, my knee hurts, my back hurts. I can't. I'm one foot in the grave here.
Don't say that.
I know that's terrible, but I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I need a good night's sleep. We had our holiday weekend in NY, and as much as I love the hustle and bustle of anything, like even, well, on vacation it's a little different because you get maybe one good sleep in.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a good sleep in, and even when I tried to sleep in this morning, I had my 8 hours in by 6 a.m. and my eyes popped open like, "Good morning, ma'am. 8 is enough. 8 is enough. Time to get up." So yeah, I just want to be that teenager who can hit a nooner. I should have thought about that. Throw 3 kids in the mix, and nooners are not it.
Nope.
Never again.
Not until they're older. When Demi's like 12 or 13.
Okay.
Then
See you in the next decade. Thank you. Thank you. Come pick these kids up.
Yeah.
That's all I ever say. Like, what are you doing? You want to come back and pick these kids up for me? But yeah, so we had the best time in NY. And I did have a good week, too. The week went fast. Amari had a field trip to Philly. That was good for them. It rained a lot here, right? Rain and rain.
Every day for like the past week and a half.
Plants are happy, but the yard looked wild. And then what else? She had tournament yesterday. That was nice. 6:15 wake up call.
Oh.
Had to be a half hour away by 8 a.m.
Jeez.
But they swept 3 for 3 wins.
That's awesome.
Did a good job. And then we've been with this team for a couple of seasons, but now we break up, so next season will look a little different. I don't know where we'll end up, if she'll move up to U15 or she'll stay at U12, but I don't know. I think maybe mom's gonna coach.
Really?
I don't know. They didn't need help this year, and I did sign up and I got the shirt, but they have such a good coaching staff that I don't know. I'm still feeling busy and having a little kid. Yeah. And it wasn't in me. I'm still like the mom who's late sometimes.
No.
No, not me. No.
If you need Mary to be somewhere, tell her a half hour earlier.
I can't help it. I'm not making it on time usually.
I mean, that's not that. It's completely okay.
It is what it is.
If that's like the worst quality, that is doable.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
If you know me,
you still show up.
I'm still
that's
coming.
The important thing.
Well, so the thing of it is I'm either early. I need to be like, if I'm ready to roll, I might have to come 2 hours early and hang out.
And that's okay.
Like yesterday, we got home and I was supposed to go next door at 4:00. It was like 2:15. I was like, I'm gonna come sit on your porch now.
Yeah.
Because the interim is going to, somebody's napping.
Right.
Might be me.
Right.
But if it's a baby, then I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And so, sure enough, we didn't make it till like 6:15. 4:00 call time. Yep. I was ready at 2:15.
Yep.
Too much happens in the middle.
Well, you got a lot going on. Like, you got 3 young kids. So,
I mean,
it's acceptable.
But my problem is, too, if I have more than one thing going on in the day, like we already had tournament.
Yeah.
So my calendar was already checked off. To have another thing in the day, I'm like, it's a toss-up if I'm making it.
Right.
I don't know if it's literally next door.
I know.
I don't know if I can make it.
I'm going to try.
I'm not sure. They're like, what are you doing? Closing my eyes. Closing my eyes. But yeah, so the week's just been flying by. Weeks are flying by. June 1st is here.
I know.
Gemini season is here. My birthday's on Friday the 13th.
Oh.
I don't know what we're doing yet, but probably closing my eyes. We're going to come over and take a nap at my house. But yeah, how was your week? How was your weekend?
It was good. Nothing too crazy. Last weekend, we went to Topgolf. We talked about that in the last podcast.
Yep.
That was fun. We celebrated my dad's birthday on Monday. That was nice. They had, they just built a deck onto their pool, which was really nice. So we sat outside the majority of the day. A bunch of family was there. We had some really good food, hot dogs, I forget what else. Roast beef. Something. My dad will kill me because that's probably not the right.
We had meat.
Yeah, it was some type of meat. And it was really good. The work week was crazy busy, but 4-day work weeks are always so amazing.
I'll take it.
Oh, I love them. And then had an engagement party on Friday night for our friend Cassie. That was fun. It was supposed to be a surprise engagement party for her and her soon-to-be hubby, but she ended up finding out. She didn't know, like, who was going to be there. She just knew that, like, something was going down.
Yeah.
At that specific place. He had no idea. So it was cool to see him come in.
He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and of course his sister told me 10 minutes before they showed up that he hates surprises because she was like so nervous. And I was like, Julia, why are you so nervous? Like, everything's fine. Like, we got flowers on the tables. Like, everything was just executed perfectly. And I was like, why are you so stressed out? It's fine. Like, they're going to love it. And she was like, oh, well, Sam hates surprises. I was like, oh, great. Awesome. She's like, yeah, we knew that if we told him that it was going to be an engagement party, he wouldn't have shown up. And I was like, oh, awesome.
Okay. Well, you got to get it together.
Yeah, so I was a little nervous when they came in because I was like, oh, is he going to be really mad? Is he not going to want it? But he loved it. And towards the end of the night, I was like, surprises are fun sometimes. He's like, yeah, this was a good surprise.
Yeah.
I was like, there, see? It was
I think with age and time, like, we're just, I mean, how many surprises do you truly get in life? Not a whole bunch.
Well, I don't like surprises. But I am very much a control freak.
I like to plan. Yes. I will plan my own surprise, and I will plan how I'm going to act surprised.
I am very much a planner. So I like to be in charge of all of the things. So if I had like a surprise party planned for me, I would of course be grateful and thankful, but deep down I would be like, I would have done this differently. I would have done this differently. But that's just like the party planner in me. No. Like, I can't get out of it. Like, Julie and I were talking about it on Friday, and she was like, you were like so cool, calm, and collected, and I was like freaking out because there were these questions that I didn't ask, and like you were just like came in, swooped right in, and just handled it, and I was like, I thrive off of like party planning and like doing all that. Like, you have a baby shower, you have a bridal shower, like engagement party, all the things. Call me up. I will do it from top to bottom. Like, literally, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Like, it excites me so much.
I'm like, if I never have to plan one more thing.
And I'm like, every weekend, I would love to have something like that.
That's not true. If I had a little farmette where we had, like, lots of little animals, then I would plan something every single day. Everybody needs to come over every day to our little farmette and have tea.
Oh my gosh, we could have high tea. Oh my gosh.
I'd have a high tea every day.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
So we need to do that again soon.
I know. It's been, Dems was little. I forget when it was.
Can't remember.
But it was good.
Yeah.
The tea trolley is nice if you're ever looking for a place to go for high tea.
Yep. Only place I go.
Little kid friendly.
Yeah.
Everything was delicious. Tea trolley in Delta. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And get dressed up. Have a good time.
Yes.
And get some knickknacks while you're in their little gift shop. Sweet place. So yeah, how was your bridal shower? Or engagement party, not bridal shower.
It was good. I was trying to think. I think it was like the first one that I had been to. Well, no. Yeah. It was the first one that I had been to since I had been divorced. And it was interesting because I didn't really think about it until the drive home. And, like, I was, like, reflecting on, like, how excited they were and how cute they were together and, like, how excited the families were. And I was like, oh, like, I remember that feeling. And it just, like, it was like not a roller coaster of emotions, but, like, I just sat in my car and I was like, do I like this feeling? I don't know if I like this feeling.
You're like, am I over it?
Yeah.
Am I not over it?
Yes.
I think it's okay to still have feelings. Should I have feelings? What are these feelings?
Yes. It was so weird because it was like, obviously, like, that is done, like, completely done in my life. But it was a weird feeling to feel because of where I'm at in my life. Like, I was just like, ooh, this kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Like,
right.
Ooh, not that it, like, stung or, like, it was a bad thing, but just the feelings that I had afterwards.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, I don't know if I was prepared for those feelings. Plus, you know, I was the only single person there. Not that I mind being single. Like, I can handle myself just fine by myself. Sometimes it's better that way because I can be a lot. So it's okay. I was okay being, like, by myself, but there were just moments where I was like, oh, you know, it would kind of be nice to have, like, someone here with me to just be like, you know, look over and be like, oh, hi, you're my person. Hi, how are ya? But I never really had that because in my marriage, I couldn't get him to do stuff with me half the time anyways. So that feeling was always there, whether I was married or not.
Right.
Like, it didn't matter if I was single or married. That feeling was always there. But it was interesting because Julia and I got there early, and she has a significant other, and he came early, and she had said something to him, and he was like, well, I'm here, like, I'm here for you. And Julia was like, oh, she said something like, oh yeah, you're here, like, don't be, like, so excited about it, or something like that. And I looked over at her and I was like, listen, he's here. Be thankful for that. Like, don't you dare. Like, there's some people out here that don't have anybody, ma'am. Like, he's here early. He's doing all these things. And she was like, you're right. You're right. And I was like, yeah, give him some grace. Be nice to him.
He made it out of the house today for you.
Right. Like, you know, some people don't show up for their partner. And I think we sometimes forget that or don't really appreciate it. So when us over here, when we don't have partners, it's like, y'all better be thankful, okay?
Be thankful you got somebody who came out of the house for you.
Yeah.
All right.
But she was really sweet about it because then she was like, you're right. You're right. And she just kind of looked at him and I was like, oh, they're cute.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice. I know. I always think about, like, young love. How long have they been together, these engaged friends?
Well,
like a decade or less, or a decade or more?
Less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young love yet.
I know.
That's sweet.
I know. Well, I think they've been together. They were together right after maybe I got married.
Are they in their 30s?
I'm not sure. I'm terrible at that.
Me too.
I don't know how old any of my friends are. I know how old you are because you just turned 40 a while ago. So I'm like, I know she's older than that. But, like, I don't know how old any of my friends are.
I remember us being at a winery or something, and I was talking about playing soccer. And I was like, you should come on our league. It's over 30. She was like, oh, I don't turn 30 for 2 years. I'm like, excuse me, what? Oh, okay. That's where we're at. And then I'm like, what in the world are you doing hanging out with 20-something-year-olds? Where? That's why you've had one drink and they're so young and spry. I have a sip of a drink and I'm like, I need to take a nap.
I think they're around 30.
I think they're in their 30s now.
Yeah.
I think since time has gone by, they're in their 30s. But
yeah,
I remember at one point they weren't even able to play on my over 30 soccer league. And I was pushing 40 then. I don't look at my friends and be like, oh, you're like 27 or you're 33. Like, I just forget. I just think that everyone's my age. Well, that too, on the other end of it, we're going to 50-year-old birthday parties.
I know.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, how old does that make me? No way, I'm
Absolutely not.
I'm not that old.
I'm not getting old. Ever. That's not an option.
No, but I mean, have you looked around and seen the 50-year-olds that we're running with? Like, okay, I'll take that.
I mean,
I'll look that good and run circles around people at 50 that these 50-year-olds are doing.
Amen. Yeah, just tell me all your secrets.
Right?
Where do you get your Botox?
Right? I don't think she gets Botox. I don't think either of the two that I'm thinking of in my brain get Botox. I don't know. I'll have to ask. I bet you they do.
I don't know.
Like, you Botoxing.
Or they have just really good moisturizer. That goes a long way.
That does. They take their collagen.
See?
Put it on, slather it on.
You never know.
Right?
Do we want to announce the winners?
Yeah, we had our
giveaway.
We had our giveaway for episode 3, and we just I picked up a couple of things in NY that are cute and funny, and we'll drop them to you in the mail. But we put it into a random spin generator and hit the go button, and the only one I can remember was Catherine.
Yeah, Catherine.
Catherine is our first winner.
Cassie.
And
Nicole.
Oh my gosh. So we'll get in contact with you to get your address to send it out. But
yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yes. Thanks for listening.
And commenting,
sharing, following, all the things.
And congratulations to our 3 lucky winners. I was laughing at how it was you 3.
I know.
I was like, this thing's a liar. How's it picking all 3 of them? But
it did Catherine, and then she said Cassie, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then she said, and Nicole. I was like, oh my gosh.
I know. And it was random, all random.
It was very random. We didn't write things down and then just pick out of a hat. It was all on the phone, on the app.
Yep. So I appreciate our little giveaway. Thanks again.
Yes.
And so, yeah, New York was fun. I keep saying that. I still feel like I have a travel hangover.
I was going to say, you're still recovering.
I am. And then a short week with so much to do.
Yeah.
And then a tournament where you're just outside all day. And while it was not hot yesterday, it was so incredibly windy. And just to be windblown and walk. I mean, to walk and sit 10,000 steps. It was just, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. It was windy yesterday.
It was. We had a good time. Dave, my friend Dave, he always comes to tournament. And I text him. I was like, we're out here. It's not raining. He's like, I'm on my way. I was like, come on, brother. Let's go. We're not breaking tradition now. Sat there, eat snacks, talk all day long.
Love that.
Yeah, it's just nice to see the kids grow up, too. We've been on the same team for a couple of seasons. So it's neat to see them. And then to bring home a win.
Right.
And their coach is crazy. She's fun, but she's crazy, girl. And she gets a tattoo. She'll get a tattoo.
Really?
Yeah, when they were the red squirrels, she got a squirrel. And I don't know, they're the dynamite this time, so she'll be getting a dynamite somewhere. She said she already had made the appointment.
Oh my gosh.
So I think she'll have it before we even have our end of year party. They played so smart. They we have our schedule, and then they'll just schedule an extra practice in, and then we'll do our end of year party.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun to have a little team like that where everybody's so close together.
That's good.
I like it, yeah.
I would ask you what new TV shows you're watching, but you don't ever watch.
No, I think I'm watching NCIS Season 7 for the 12th time.
We need to get you onto like new TV shows.
What other show do I watch? Is It Cake? And Nailed It. I'm a Netflix.
I don't think I've ever heard of those.
Well, they have to be age appropriate. Okay, the last time I asked you what you were watching, ma'am.
Which one was that?
I'm not
what
sure.
Was I
have to get in my phone the
movie.
Was it a movie?
Was it the movie that I showed you the picture of?
It was a screenshot. And I was like, ma'am, good Lord, what do they have on Netflix? It was.
That's called 365. It's a very good movie. Not child appropriate, so please do not ever watch it around your kids. But if you ever want a good romance novel type movie.
It was spicy. The 2 screenshots of the television I saw. Spicy. So put that on.
Those are my Friday nights, okay?
I've gone to bed. No. We are at 2 different, we're at 2 far ends of the spectrum on all the things. It's like your feelings for this and your feelings for that. And I'm like, 20 years, well, married 17, but together with the same man 20 years, 3 little kids. I'm like, we watched Trolls. I watched Trolls again. Back on Anna and Elsa.
And I'm over here watching 365 and Sex Life on Netflix.
Yes.
That was actually a good show. That was a series on Netflix. It was 2 seasons. It was pretty good. If anyone's looking for, again, not kid appropriate, not something you watch around your kids, but something that maybe you could watch on your phone. Like if you have AirPods and you want to watch something while your kids are watching something, you can watch it on your phone. Sex Life it has a good plot. I like that one a lot.
Are you still watching your Bravo shows?
Of course.
What's new and on right now?
Right now, we just finished up Summer House, and that was fun. That was a good season. I am watching Love Hotel. That's a good one.
What do they do with that?
Love Hotel is, they have 4 housewives, and they bring them on. It's like a dating show. So they have like normal, like everyday men. They're not on reality TV at all. So they have these men that come in and they date these women. So they get to know them, and then they have like a key that they have to give a man that they want to stay for like the next week. So they go on dates. They all like mingle together, and it's fun because they're all older. Like it's not like this young group of people. They're all pretty like, they've all either been married, they've been in serious relationships, like they have good jobs, like they're not looking for a family and like to start a family and like all of those things. So it's definitely different than like Love Island or The Bachelor. It's kind of like, what did they call, it wasn't the Senior Bachelor. I forget what they called it. It was like The Bachelor for like the older.
Yeah. What was it? It was like the Silver Bachelor or something.
Yeah,
what
something
was it?
like that. I don't know. I didn't watch it. But it's very much similar to that.
All right.
Yeah. Love Island comes on Tuesday. Can't wait. So excited. Not too happy with the cast. I think they all, even Addie said it. Addie was like, I wish they would have had like more people that looked like they didn't have a bunch of like surgery and Botox and like things like that. And I was like, that's a good point. Because even last year, there weren't that many that walked in and you could tell that they had everything done.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see how that's going to go this year, because last season was top tier. I don't know how you're going to ever beat that cast and the drama, because that was probably the best U.S. season last year. So it'll be interesting. Starts Tuesday. They have episodes every night except for Saturday.
Every single
Sunday.
night?
Yeah. And you can vote. So like after like I think 3 or 4 episodes, they have an option for America to vote for who they want to stay on the island. So like I have the app, and I am like a dedicated voter. Like I make sure
I get my points in.
Absolutely, because it's only open for a certain amount of time on that night, all of that. So for anyone that wants a new TV show, it starts on Tuesday, the 3rd. It's hosted by Ariana from Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, gonna be so good.
I know.
I
I
love
love
her.
her. Yeah. So those are what I'm watching. I just finished Sirens on Netflix. That was interesting. That was
Is it a movie or a show?
It's a TV show. It just came out. It has Kevin Bacon in it and I don't remember her name. Julie something. It was interesting. It was a little on the weirder side for me because there were some things that I was like, what? What?
I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, but it was good. Like, I had to finish it because I wanted to see what the ending was going to be. So, if you're looking for a good show that could technically be something that you could have on the TV if your kids are, like, coming and going from the room, it's not like 365 or Sex Life. So you'd be okay.
Right. For me, it's either the TV's got to be off.
Yeah.
Or it's something they're watching. We're big into Alvin and the Chipmunks
Alvin
right now.
and the Chipmunks. Uh-huh.
Was
Every
it
time
on
I
when
come
you got
over.
here?
Yes.
I know. Demi likes the song, and it is mildly entertaining.
It's cute.
I stay up on my things a little bit. Did you see the Sports Illustrated stuff that just came out? Alona Mara was there. She's like the rugby player who... She was in the Olympics, but she did Dancing with the Stars. I love her so much.
Yeah.
So, she was there at Sports Illustrated, but so was Bethany Frankel.
I know. I saw my girl walk. I was like, I'm impressed.
When the two of them were together, I was like, get out of here. This is just it for me. I'll take the two of you.
I know. Her and Stassi Schroeder, they both walked, too.
I'll have to check her out.
Stassi, I met Stassi in Jersey a few years ago. She was on Vanderpump Rules, but then got married and left the show, and now I think she's on another, The Villa or something with Lisa Vanderpump. I don't know, I haven't watched it yet. The Secret Wives of Mormons, they were on that show because they went over to Italy, and now they're talking about it on their show right now.
Secret Lives of Mormons, like the Mom Talk ladies.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not really into them.
Nope, me either.
Yeah,
We'll
not
leave
fan.
it at that. I haven't seen too much. I've seen a couple of things, but then it gets catty, and then I lost on whether it's like true life or whether it's for television.
And that's the thing.
And
that's what I feel very much when I watch that it seems very pushed for television. And I don't know if like they're doing that on purpose or if like the producers are like, hey, listen, this is what we want you to do. I don't know. But It doesn't feel like Real Housewives. Like Real Housewives is a different beast on a whole other level.
Totally.
Like,
yep.
Sit me down. I was just telling someone the other night, I said my like relaxation, like after a long day at work, if I want to like decompress, I turn on one of the Real Housewives reunion episodes where they're all like screaming at each other and like yelling and it just soothes me. Like I'm just like, oh, this is so great.
And you've already seen it 3 times.
Oh, I've seen it probably 45 times. Oh my gosh, I love them. I live for Real Housewives in a very not crazy way.
That's a lie. It's very unhealthy and crazy.
It's not unhealthy. Listen, there's just things that people like. And Real Housewives is something that I love very much.
Yep, see.
Like if there was a trivia for just Real Housewives,
there should be. There you go, trivia people, because you always have like Friends. Like, you know how they do like the trivia for Friends.
I know, I can't ever find like a Bravo related trivia anywhere around here.
Then that's fine. You should start one then.
No, because then I can't participate. Then I know all the answers. I don't.
Nobody's gonna come anyways because you're gonna be the winner.
I know.
We'll have to not let anybody know you're going. It's a secret.
So if anyone wants to do that, create a trivia, that would be great. My birthday is in August. That would be really fun to have at like some restaurant. Trivia doesn't have to be Bravo related, could just be Real Housewives related, because there are TV shows on Bravo that I don't watch. But Real Housewives related, sign me up and I will bring all my friends
But like how many seasons, like how, not how many seasons, but how many, like you have so many.
Right. Like so many.
Like so many.
Atlanta, Miami, New York, New Jersey, Dallas, Orange County, Beverly
Right.
Hills. Like there's a lot.
You know what? It's all literally just a spin-off from Laguna Beach.
Oh,
The
I know.
Laguna Beach and the hills back in the day.
Oh,
I was devastated when I found out that not all of that was true.
I know. The ending credits, like when they all like showed like the fake background and like they were on a set and Brody got on like a golf cart and drove away. I was like, wait, what?
You're a liar.
Right.
I've been duped.
I've been duped for years.
Yeah. After that, I've had trust issues since then.
Oh,
It goes deep.
it goes very deep.
It's terrible.
Yeah, the trust issues run deep. All the way to my childhood.
Take it right back to the 80s. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of childhood, you had a picnic with, like at your dad's house, right? For your dad's birthday.
Yeah,
and we
on
were
Monday.
talking about how you haven't, like, because your mom was not there, right?
No.
But your sister was there.
My sister was there. Yeah. Yeah, haven't seen her since last Easter. Yeah.
When you may have or may not have been a little mouthy.
I was a little mouthy. And it wasn't her fault. It was Judy's fault. Because Judy got involved. And she didn't need to be. Not that Judy was there. Judy is my mom also. I don't know if I've ever said her name.
Oh, name drop.
Sorry.
Welcome to the chat, Judy. Welcome to the chat.
That's the only reason I got mouthy. So it wasn't my sister's fault. She was just put in the middle and she got the brunt of my reaction. So wasn't my proudest moment, but you know, like I said that in that first podcast, there are boundaries and there's reason. There's a reason there's boundaries.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't want to respect those boundaries. I'm not saying it was my sister that didn't respect those boundaries. She was put in a really awkward position.
No, she got caught in the middle.
Yeah, and that wasn't fair to her at all. But
She doesn't live that close to you either, right?
No.
It's not like you guys live down the street from each other.
no.
She's lucky because if she did, I'd be knocking on her doorstep. I would be like, we're fixing this.
Yes.
We're fixing this. And we need to hang out.
Yeah, I think it's tough because there's certain people that, you know, I'm very much the person that wants to like have the conversation and address it and move on and like understand like what expectations are afterwards. But then there's other people that don't want to have the conversation at all because they're just either not ready to address it, they don't want to talk about it. Not saying that that's her, but when it comes to my mom, that's part of the reason. You know, the boundaries are just never respected. And blurred lines happen and people get involved and it just gets messy and it doesn't have to be. Like,
Well, it's hard to handle, though. It is hard to handle sometimes.
it is.
When you're not that type of person.
Right.
Like, because, you know, like, I know your sister, so, like, she's just not that type of person.
Right.
So, for her, it's got to be just hard to handle where...
Yeah. And that's a tough situation because she's always had such a good relationship with my mom. And I would never want to put her in a position where she would have to choose between me and my mom. But for me personally, I can't be around that. Like I can't be around my mom at all. So that's just how that cookie crumbles right now. Doesn't mean that it has to be like that forever, but it's too much for me to handle to have her in my life in that capacity.
Right. Just with the sister. It's like, even, well, just talking about the dynamic at the party, it's just still there.
Right.
It's
It's
still
just
there.
It just,
like,
it lingers.
yeah.
Like it's Not that there was tension,
No.
because I didn't feel like awkward or uncomfortable. Like it was just there. You know, and everyone I think had a really good time. I think my dad had a really good time. I think he
I'm
loved
sure.
that everyone was there. I did a TikTok with Colby. That was fun. I made him do it. Thanks, Colby. We got Cassidy and Clay to come to Thursday night dinners now at Marty and Trippy's.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, they came on Thursday. It was so fun.
That'll be nice. That'll be nice.
Yeah, that's what Addie said on the way home. She was like, I really liked that Cassidy and Clay were there tonight. She's like, we didn't ever get to see them for so long. She's like, this was fun. I was like, I know, right?
That is nice.
Yeah.
I like when the cousins check in.
Yes.
It gives that old school feel of growing up. I felt like growing up we did so much more together.
Mhm.
And then just, I don't know what happens. Well, family happens.
Right.
And
You get
know,
married.
Yeah.
You know, other families involved. Like your significant other has family.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone just kind of shifts into their own life, which is normal. Like that's how it should be.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast time flies.
Ugh.
It is. I was just saying that. Like especially the birthday coming up. You're like, holy crap. Like, where does the time go? Even like the last 2 years from, you know, having a baby in the interim.
Mm-hmm.
I had said something to somebody about going somewhere. Like, oh, we went there last year. And I was like, was it 2 years ago
Right.
then? Okay. Where did it go? Like, where does the time go?
Yeah.
Even in like the short amount of time, like 2 years, let alone like 10 years, like where does the time go?
I feel like every year it just goes quicker. Like I can't believe that it's June 1st. Like we are 6 months into the year. Like I feel like it was just
Christmas.
New Year's Day,
Yep,
and
we
I was
just
like
had Christmas.
calling you on the phone on the way home. Like it's bizarre that 6 months have gone by.
That is crazy. Heck yeah, I'm excited for June. Oh, Pap's birthday was yesterday.
Oh,
Poor Pap. 81. His birthday stuff is still up in our basement. We record in my basement where Pap used to live, and his birthday stuff from last year is still up. He wanted it up anyways. It is nice decor, right? It's nice decor. But yeah.
We'll keep it up for your birthday.
Our Demi's birthday stuff is still up upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm like, we've lived in this house for 5 years and have hung like 3 things on the wall. It's like
You'll have time.
an oil shelf is
Yeah.
on the wall. There are 0 pictures.
One day,
Pat's
like
got a couple things down here, but yeah,
we got to organize like our little area too
I know.
before we start doing video.
Why? You don't want everybody to see my covered wagons down here?
No one's gonna see any of that. But
They might.
You can gladly show them. You can give them a tour.
You want a tour?
I just meant like if we're gonna have a video here with
You don't want to
us.
see my birthday banner?
I mean, we can keep the birthday banner up for you, but I think we should probably get a banner that has our logo on it.
All right.
Yeah.
It is funny. Pap was a woodworker, and he made any type of little vehicle. Like we have covered wagons, we have bulldozers, we have graders, I'll have to ask Andrew what the name of everything is. Andrew would come home and say, can you make this? Do you have this? And Pap would go out and draw it in the garage and come in and put it together.
Wow.
We have Fred Flintstone mobile. We have 9,000 coasters.
Yeah. There's a lot of coasters over there.
I know.
We should bring them upstairs and have the kids like draw on them or something.
I think a lot of them are, like, he had a wood burner, so I think a lot of them have, like, a logo or an initial or
Oh.
something in them. So all you have to do is dip them in butcher's wax and you're good to go.
We should do that.
Set
one
of
day.
coasters.
Yeah.
I think the kids can color some of them. Some of them have like webs and stuff on them, like Spider-Man
All
or
right.
like stars.
All right.
But yeah, we do need to spruce up down here a little bit.
In due time.
Yep.
One like Saturday afternoon when we're not doing anything, or Sunday, I'll come over and we can just organize our little corner.
Right? 2 turtles.
Oh yeah, the turtle.
I got a turtle tank down here.
Scares the crap out of me sometimes.
I was a freshman in college and went to the Arnott Mall and bought me a little turtle the size of a quarter. And that turtle is now still alive, but the size of a dinner plate, and has a buddy. So we have 2.
They're huge.
They are. And
Like-
I can't tell which one's which until I actually pick them up, because one, while they're both the same size, one is significantly heavier, and that's Lucy.
Lucy.
And
Just
we
like
have
your elf.
we have Reggie. We used to have Richard. My first college roommate, her boyfriend's name was Richard. And we used to watch Tommy Boy too, Chris Farley, and he'd say Richard. And so we had this turtle named Richard. But he passed away.
Oh,
So now we just have Lucy and Reggie.
Lucy and Reggie.
And that is a commitment. I'm a committed lady.
You are.
I'm a very loyal and committed lady.
You are very loyal and very committed.
Oh my gosh, somebody come take these turtles too. I gotta pick the kids up and take the turtles with you.
Okay, well, I'm
Please.
never taking the turtles, but I will take your children.
I feel like that's going to come back to bite you at some point. I feel
No.
like I'm going to be like, you need to take these turtles for something.
Oh, no.
And now that you said it,
I'm never taking the turtles.
Bruce. Bruce and Marty. Do you need turtles?
No, they don't.
Happy birthday, Bruce. You got 2 turtles.
They don't want turtles. Trust
Put them in
me.
the pond next to your pool.
There is no pond next to the pool.
Bruce, you need a pond?
No, he had a pond before, and we covered it up one day.
I'm not
That's
asking you. I'm asking Bruce. He needs a pond with some turtles.
I don't think he needs one.
I am not asking you. I'll wait for him to confirm. Thank you. What are we up to this week? When's the last day of school?
Last day of school is Wednesday for Addie.
That's nice.
Yep. We're going to Hershey Park on Tuesday after work. And then Wednesday she has riding. And then Thursday will be like the official start to summer. And we leave for the beach Sunday, which I keep checking the weather. And the weather's it keeps saying rain every day. High of like 70. So I have till June 5th to cancel.
I feel like it always says rain.
I know, but if it's going to be 70 degrees, like, that's cold as heck.
I feel like it. I mean,
Like, I need it to be, like, at least 80. Because
think
what are
you'll-
we going to do?
sit on the beach. You're gonna be fine.
Not if it's 70 degrees.
Where are you going? How far?
Ocean City.
All right.
Yeah. So, I'm just keeping an eye on the weather. If it changes,
We'll
that would be
see.
great. If not,
Well, I'll be here because we have school till next Tuesday.
that's so late.
Yeah, Christopher gets to go back to New York,
Oh.
and I'll be here with the children. We have a soccer party on Thursday. I forget. It was like the week is full. The week
Mhm.
is full. Soccer party, field day,
Mm.
birthday party. Just the week is full.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. And it's going to be really nice, too. Like, Tuesday and Wednesday are supposed to be, like, 80, 85.
Yes.
So
No,
that-
not Tuesday.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Nikki told me this morning that it's like 83, Wednesday 87, Thursday 84, Friday.
Tuesday, 80 degrees. Wednesday, 86. Thursday, 85. Friday, 84.
I can't wait. I'm going to be in the pool then.
Me, too. My dad's pool is, like, He said it was 66 degrees. I was like, well, that's good. These warm days will warm it up. So
I know. The rain can stay out.
I've had enough of the
sun
rain.
can come in. Me too. Even just looking out this window, there's no... like, the hedges have took over in the last 2 weeks. There's like a nice big old weed there. I think that's a tree that isn't actually a tree, it's a weed. And then a butterfly bush. So, yep, I'm done with the rain for now. Except it is nice for growing my tomatoes.
Well,
All the tomatoes look so happy. And also, if anybody needs a pumpkin plant, Nikki next door has a few too many. Has she, you know, her eyes were bigger than her belly. So, I took 2 this morning, which have 2 in it. So now I have 4 pumpkin. I don't need any. I have my own already.
oh my.
I don't need any. But I took 4, which is 3 too many. Or I took 2, which was 1.5 too many.
Right.
She's got 2 plants in each one.
Oh my
She's like, you didn't take one of these last night? I'm like, no. I tried to fib, say I did. But I can't. I can't lie to save my life. I'm like, I forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't want them. But when I dropped her back off this morning, she's like, you gonna take your pumpkin plants? I said, sure thing.
Sure thing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
They better grow. I don't know where I'm planting them because Christopher has a problem of running over my things with a lawnmower. So I can't plant them out front because he forgets that they're there and then mows over them. And then I'm like, hey, where's the plants? And he's like, well, I didn't even know. I didn't even see any. So forget that. But they get real viney, you know?
I don't know. I'm not like a planter or anything. I'm not a gardener. I wouldn't know. But I believe you.
Well, believe it.
I do.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Show you next week when you come.
Okay.
Look at my plants. Look at all my plants. But yeah. Days are going fast.
They
Summer's
are going
here.
fast.
Birthday's
Summer is
on the way.
Here. Oh,
Beach is on the way.
I'm so ready. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready to sleep in. I'm ready for the beach. I'm ready for warm weather at the pool. I'm ready for all the things.
I know. I'm ready for warm weather. I feel like my health needs it. But the second I sweat for 2 days in a row, I'm like, that's enough.
Right.
I can't.
I know.
I'm terrible. Just something make me happy. Just I'm happy for 2 days till I sweat for 2 days. And then I'm like, all right, that's enough.
Right?
And then when it's too cold for too many days, then I'm like, all right, that's enough.
Right.
That's enough.
That's why I like my portable fan. I go everywhere with it so I can.
Right?
Oh, it's a godsend.
I'm not going to sweat anywhere.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Yeah, and again, you're in like a different stage of life where you don't have 3 kids hanging all over you.
Nope.
Sweat. Well, you do. If you're with me, you do.
Well, yeah.
Like, go get Jordan. Jordan has it for you. But yeah, it's like, welcome to the season of sweat and dirt.
Yep.
Dirty everything. Oh, what a time to be alive.
Oh, I love our lives.
Me too. I'm excited for like these sweet little neighbors next door with their sweet little baby. Oh my gosh, I saw him the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, 12 days old then, which I don't know how 12 days went by in the blink of an eye, because when I said something to her and I was like, it was like the week before.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like women's bodies growing and little kids' bodies growing.
Yeah.
At 4 days postpartum, like, you're on a roller coaster. And, like, so are they. Like, we have no clue. Like, their little digestive systems and their brains and their senses. And they're, like, you know, just figuring it all out. And when she was like, yeah, he's 4 days old. I'm like, what in the world? And then fast forward to this past week, caught her outside. And I was like, how old is he? She's like 12 days old. I'm like, oh, my gosh. It just goes by, and he's just like the teeniest little bean.
Oh.
And I just like to look at his little toes and his little ears. You can just see, like, I don't know if I already said this. You can see, like, God just like taking his finger and just molding his little ears, like just boop boop, molding those little baby ears, and like baby toes, forget it.
Oh.
And I tell her this all the time. I'm like, we're only going to be this age. They're only going to be like, they're little today. They're going to be a little bit bigger tomorrow.
Yeah.
So when the poop hits the fan and you feel the overwhelm,
Yes.
you know, in life, just well, even with us too, like, this is our first rodeo at life. Just easy. We're going to be a little bit older tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is our first go round. I don't know how to do it.
I sure as hell don't know how to do it either.
No. I'm like,
I'm learning every day.
I've got 0 answers.
No.
I got a whole lot of laughs and a bucket full of sarcasm.
Things are thrown at me all the time that I'm like, oh, okay, I have to deal with this now. Oh, okay, all right, got it. Oh, awesome. Cool. Fantastic.
Well, and it's growing pains.
It really is.
And figuring it out, like, okay, well, I guess I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to, like, remind ourselves it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, even when it is a big deal, I'm trying downplay it. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Everything will all work out.
Everything will be fine. If it's meant to be, like, it'll work out. Stop stressing over it.
Right. And then the next breath, you're like, this might be the one that takes me out.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
I'm not
Pretty
sure.
it is.
I'm not sure.
I'm just going to cry every night. Listen to music, sob, watch some sad movies. Everything will be fine.
It'll be fine. Cry it out. Get on a podcast once a week and talk it out.
Literally.
It's therapy hour with Mother Mary.
Oh man, if it really was therapy hour, I don't think any of you would be able to handle it.
You know, I was laughing about how we've told no juicy stories yet.
No.
We haven't even like hardly cracked open a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the feedback has been amazing, but it just is funny how we have gotten some feedback. This is crazy too, because you don't have, like, at the end of the day, you don't have to like invest time in listening to somebody else's podcast. Like,
right.
I think it's neat that a few of my friends who are not podcast listeners, have never listened to a podcast before in their life, are podcast people now. They're like, yep, we get on just to listen to you and Jordan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Like, that just hits me in a spot, like, just to have that type of unconditional support where you're taking the time out of your day
right
to listen to us, like, get our feet under ourselves, like, to try and figure out this whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's, like, other little tidbits where the point of all of this that we weren't even sure of, but it's just two girlfriends getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Like, we only know each other as far as we know each other, but when we get to talk about other things and just stuff that we wouldn't normally, you know, not that everything we talk about is like surface level, but sometimes it's too heavy to just be like, let's trauma dump.
Right.
Let's talk about it all.
Yeah. Or
on
we
your
have the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
or the time goes by so quickly and you're like, shoot, I wanted to talk to you about something and we didn't talk about that at all.
We talked about everything else, but we did not talk about that really awful thing that I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah.
So that's, you know, it's been really neat to see who's listening and to see where the opinions come from.
Yeah.
They're very eye-opening.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, at the end of the day, we're just two ladies, two friends, getting to know each other a little bit more.
Yeah, and like letting you guys learn more about us too.
Well, and yeah, to give us, all of us, a little bit of time to sit and chat.
Yeah.
Unwind a second.
Yep.
Just talk about our day and our week and the peaks and the valleys, the pits and the peaks.
Pits and the peaks. Sometimes there are more pits than peaks. Sometimes it's the opposite. Just depends on what's going on in life.
You wish. You are literally, you can hide a pit so well. You hide a pit so well. You're like, sometimes there's more pits than peaks. No. We'll bury those pits. And we'll talk about them in the text.
Yes.
And we like to talk about the peaks.
Yeah, I'm a very good barrier of the pits.
We're going to talk about peaks only.
Yeah.
We need to talk about pits. I need to hear about, like, we need to give it a little bit of time because we're into summer. We're on a little bit of our dating hiatus. We just have other things to do right now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Cold weather will bring other things.
Oh, God, help
Need to
us.
snuggle bunny.
Oh, God, help me. I hope that I am in a better place at that point where I can have a conversation and not completely melt down.
Well, I think we're just at a time in our lives where it just feels like moving on is the thing to do. Like, Band-Aid it, fix it, move on. And it's nice to, like, sit eye to eye with somebody who's like, I haven't forgotten the shit you've been through.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Moving on.
We're at almost our time anyways.
Right.
We're at our time anyways.
Because I don't feel like sobbing on this podcast.
Me either. We got to do our Friday night again so I can have a
I know.
Beveragino.
Next time, can we please do Friday nights?
We've been busy.
I don't want to. You can't cry on a Sunday. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
No, that's mow. You're not supposed to mow on a Sunday. You're allowed to cry anytime you want.
Oh, great. I just don't want to.
I don't ever want to cry. I'm like, I don't ever want to cry. However, in our soft older age, there, like, I didn't used to be a crier as a, like, I don't even know how long ago, but, like, I don't know if it's like, oh, I don't know, your whole family passing away or, like, having kids or, I don't know what it is, but, like, I can't hold it in.
I know. It's like a little bit of everything. Like, I cry at the drop of just thinking about something. And
Right?
I'm like,
no, I think it's just because we're the baddest bees. You know what I mean? We're just
Duh.
in the bad bee club.
duh.
And I mean, don't get me with the new baby and the new mom next door. Forget it. That one will get to talking about something. Her mom has passed away. And so occasionally we'll get the two of us talking. I'm like, I am not ready
I'm not fully
to
equipped.
chat about this.
Yeah.
She's like, I might cry. I'm like, I'm already
Right.
thinking about it.
Like, here we are.
I'm already thinking about it. Because it's easy to be filled with a million things at the same time. Like, so much joy and so
Right.
much wow at the same
Wow.
time. Wow.
Yeah.
So much joy and so much wow.
Yeah. It's tough sometimes.
We got
Why are we
stuff.
doing this to
I said the peaks, not the pits.
I wasn't starting it.
Oh,
Thank God
God.
we don't have video yet. Ugh.
Oh, we do from last week's Zoom. It was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to.
I kept, like, laying down, putting my head in my hand. I was, like, sitting on a bed in New York, trying to find some focus. What a fun time. What a fun life.
Oh.
Oh, Lordy.
Well,
Okay.
thank you for listening. Those of you that won our giveaway, we will get in touch with you this week to get your fun gifts.
Don't
sent
be
out.
mad at me, okay? I just think the mug is very cute. She is usable. She is also a novelty. Like, I don't think she's dishwasher safe. I think you must hand wash. And the handle is like a hollow handle, so if you put hot stuff in there, the handle gets warm. Okay, don't be mad at me. She's very cute. And when you put your pens in her or whatever you're going to put in her, because you're probably not going to put a hot drink. I mean, I do. I drink out of it every day this week. But it is what it is. You be thankful, okay? You think about us every time you use your hand wash only pigeon mug.
Yeah, and when you get your gifts, take a picture, post it on social media, and tag us so I can see how cute you are with all your gifts. That would be great. I would love that. So, please do that. Thank you.
Yep. We'll get them sent out this week.
Yes.
Or we'll see you this week and give it to you. But
Yeah. Yeah, Nicole, I'm not going to see you. Cassie,
We could.
Oh, yeah,
We
go
could.
to Florida.
I could hand deliver that this week.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet you they're not having 70-degree weather.
Don't threaten Nicole with that because she always says that Cassie and I are never going to come visit her. She wants us to fly on Spirit. Are you crazy? I'm not going to die.
I do not have a real ID.
I have a passport.
Oh, I have that too. Mine's expired. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere.
No, you're not
I'll
going
be
anywhere.
right here if you need me.
Yeah, we'll be in PA or Delaware.
Or Delaware. Anywhere you can drive.
Yep.
But I won't be getting on a plane because I do not have the right equipment.
No.
Proper documentation? No way. Then they said the lines were like over an hour long to get one.
See, I'm
Have
just
to
gonna
make
wait.
an appointment.
Yeah, I don't need one. My passport doesn't expire until 2028, so I'm not going to worry about it for another year or two.
Find out. Find out when they don't let you in the courthouse or something.
Well, I don't need to go into the courthouse.
Not
I already
yet.
filed for divorce.
Not yet.
It's already done.
All right. Well, until next week, have a good one. We appreciate you very much. And if there's anything that you would like us to touch on or chat about,
Yep.
shoot somebody a message.
Yeah, let us know.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Take care.